you.
Well, hello there, little twisted. Val, Gene, Anna D. So somebody just said Gary's in the hospital, Kelly Joe.
Yeah, I put prayers on there.
Yeah, hello there, Christy. Welcome to the show. Gene Hudson, Moon at Noon. Nice to see you there, little twisted. You playing with your hair twisted? Anna D. Hello there. Let's see here. Trista Howard. I was just thinking about you earlier. How you doing, Trista? Welcome, welcome. So, we are back for everybody's show. Thanks for telling us about that. I saw that during the beginning. And thank you, Spooky Network, over in the UK for letting us broadcast live over there in Japan, too, and all the other stations. Admins, moderators, thank you. So, Kelly, we've been trying to do this part 2, right?
Yeah.
Part 2 of dreams, right?
Yes, we're going to do dream interpretation. So how do they get your dreams to you? Do they put it in the box or do they send it to you for me to interpret or what?
I don't know. Start slinging them, ladies and gentlemen. You can either come on the show, send me a message at Grizzly Chris on Facebook, and we can bring you on the show, and you can tell Kelly all about your dreams.
And we will interpret them.
So I, for the first time, got attacked by a spirit. I never have gotten that before, Kelly Joe, and I wanted to share it with you. I was touched while I was sleeping, and it woke me up. And then it wasn't dreaming. And then I was pushed. And then all my energy was being sucked out. And it wasn't a dream because I was trying to kick, toss, jump, and I couldn't. This pressure on my body was so intense. It literally, I mean, I'll be honest, it actually scared the hell out of me. I never had that experience before. And it lasted, it seemed like a couple of minutes, but however, it was probably less than 30 seconds.
Wow.
And I couldn't talk. I couldn't scream. And I'm like, this is a bad dream. This is a nightmare is what it is. Welcome, Sam. And I said, God, help. And it stopped. So we did some cleansings and everything right away, and the atmosphere just changed. I don't know. So, yeah, Eric, I'm at home. I made it home after I hit the concrete wall and got pulled over and got fraudulent charges on my account. Yeah, I mean, it's just insane. I made it home. Barely made it home across the country, but I made it. So, but what do you think about that, Kelly?
Well, I believe it was a negative entity, and you saying the higher light of God prayer, it totally sent it back and away from you. It formed a protection around you when you said your prayer. It broke the spell, so to speak.
I've heard people that's been touched. I heard people that's been through that, and that it was a profound experience that I never want to do it or relive it or even experience it again. It made me think what things are out there that we don't understand, right? And what people do and dive into or delve in. But I just want to share that because somebody else, Scott, I can't help from laughing. It sounds like my life, Grizzly. No, yeah, someone stole your account. Oh, it was awful, Gene. I'm in New Mexico, and the bank's calling me at 5 o'clock in the morning. He was like, "Did you just spend $300-something at a truck stop in Texas?" And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "No." And then I had 4 accounts. 3 of the accounts got attacked, and 2 of the accounts were not in other states. But anyway,
Wow.
Yeah, it was awful. Little twist. It says, Kelly Joe, I dreamed I had a lion in pet. He turned into a lion man. A man. I remember running my hands through his mane. It was so real. And I was anti what?
I don't know what that is.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about that? Welcome, Michelle. Nice to have you
Well,
on the show.
lion usually symbolizes courage. It might be the male version of yourself. Um, and then it means strength. So that's what I'm getting on that.
Yeah, so the lion does, I agree with Kelly, means strength and courage. But turn into a man, that's wild. Hey, John, welcome to the show. So Kelly, somebody said, Grizzly, I think somebody put a spell on you. You know, people do spells. I've actually watched them do that, and that's very intriguing, but keep it away from me.
Right, right. The only way that you can have and I don't believe I do, but I don't, a curse on you is if you allow it and give it power. Because I believe if you believe in God, nothing's stronger than God.
That's the only thing I could think of. I didn't know what else to do. Kicking, I mean, I fought a lot of evil people in my life, and put a lot of people in prison for life. But to experience that was just unfathomable and unimaginable to try to relate to somebody what that experience was. And like I said, I've never experienced anything like that. So,
Oh,
hey, Kelly, welcome.
it's scary. I've had it happen to me, and it's scary.
Yeah, that's pretty well. All right, so who else is up? You can either come on the show or you can type it in the chat, either or. I would love to see you or hear from you. Val says, I dreamed I was sitting in a chair looking at the sky, and there were like picture postcards everywhere. Some were turning me around to them all in 360. Thank you, Kelly Joe. What is that?
It feels like it could be a precognitive dream of places that you'll visit.
Wow.
That's what I'm getting.
Interesting.
And it was also life review, things that have happened in your life.
So John says, Kelly Joe, I attacked and took a coyote faced dog man in a dream with a machete and a 357. If people don't know what that is, it's a pew pew. Do they attack in dream times?
They can. They're like a shapeshifter.
So, it goes back that when we are trying to sleep or rest, we are at our most vulnerable.
Totally.
So, think about that. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, I love psychology and I love all kinds of that. Right. So, what you eat, what you watch before you go to bed also can have some dreaming factors. But if you look at what Kelly said over the years about keeping a dream journal, it's interesting to see what comes out.
You'll see a pattern.
Yeah. Sam Quinton. I was on an island beach, rode there in an old long boat. My grandmother and I think my sister was there on the island, and with skeleton people wearing black hooded capes. I walked into a maze made of wooden walls. I walked in a maze. Let's see. I walked in. Made my way through easy. I'm sorry. Never left the island when it came out of the maze. Still can see clearly. Wow.
Well, you were going through like a different time, difficult time period in your life, and you saw your way to clear it. And I bet after that, the hard time, everything corrected itself in your life. And the shadow people were things that you did, unforeseen things that you didn't know about, the shadow people.
Very interesting. Kelly Elliott from UK. Hello, mate. Would you like a cup of tea with some biscuits? Last night, Kelly Joe, I had a twitchy nose, and I heard some footsteps. You know who was in my house?
It was a male, It feels like an uncle on your father's side.
Oh, she says, oh, yes. Interesting. So, Liana King says, Kelly Joe, I wish I had dreams. Or if I do dream, I don't remember a lick about them. And I
Well,
love the word, how she used the word lick.
yeah, there you go. What you do is you tell yourself that you remember your dreams at night. And if you don't have a cat that'll knock the glass of water over, put a glass of water by your bed, and that'll help conduct the dream. And keep a tablet by your bed. And if you do have a dream, write it down before you go to the bathroom because you pee your dream away. I'm sorry. Did I say a bad word? I'm sorry.
No, it's just the way you said that. I was just like, you pee your dream away. I just thought that was cute. That was interesting. I never heard that.
Well, you'll tell yourself that you'll remember you go potty and your dream's all gone after you piddle.
And I tell you, I have Eric be my dreams. I know Eric. Everybody's laughing. And now I've actually had some dreams to where they were so real. I actually thought I was shot and stabbed, and it was. I mean, I thought I was dying. So I heard you can actually die in your dreams. So
you could.
Interesting. Michelle, I have a cryptic photo of a cat with hooves inside of a flash of an orb. Whoa! Did you take a picture and that's what you captured, Michelle? Wow. John, I got to read these before I say them. I had a dream. I was on what seemed a lunar surface in some kind of a jacket I couldn't get out of, and I had to use Jesus to get free.
Well, you were being attacked spiritually.
I'm telling you.
And your prayer lets you loose because you were like probably in the astral,
Hey, Julianne, welcome to the show. A little twisted. I don't know if it's because we are in Mercury retrograde, which Kelly and I was just talking about that for the show. But I've been overwhelming feeling someone who betrayed me is trying to manifest back into my life. Whoa.
Well, don't let them back. Remember, if you feel like you're being attacked psychically, you put up your wall of mirrors facing out and have a doorway to go in and out. And you can have a window that you can look in and out of like a two-way mirror, but you disappear on the plane, on the psychic plane.
I've heard that. I heard people talk about that before. It's interesting you said it that way. Yeah.
Yeah. When I was really young, I met this really neat other fella. His name was Bob, and he taught me that when I was a little kid, because I was like 16 and doing work with another psychic, and he says that's how you protect yourself. We're working on murder cases and stuff.
Now hold up here. Now I just want to let you know, Kelly Joe, since you brought up the murder cases, that was Jennifer about Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh wow!
No, I was like, wait a minute. She was like, it was supposed to be a joke. I didn't know it, and so I ran with it. And she goes, "Hey, I got a case." I'm like, "What do you mean you got a case?" I said, "You want to do Jeffrey?" And she's like, "No," and I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, I already got the promos and ads done, but anyways, yeah.
Well, that'll be interesting. I think he was helped along to hang himself.
It's not funny, ladies and gentlemen.
I know that was terrible, but I don't think he did it.
Let's see here. Julianne says, Kelly Joe, have you heard about people dreaming other people's dreams?
Yes, you can go in and out of other people's dreams, and you can go get another person in dream time and have them come with you.
So Kelly knows who this person is. I had somebody a few years ago. I don't know. It's been a few years. And it's been probably longer than that now. And I was sleeping. And the person came to me and touched my wrist in her sleep. And then I woke up and I'm like, what the? I'm like, what? I'm like, that, no. And then she called and she said, what do you think about that? And I was like, I'm a believer now.
Oh, yeah.
I've never that flipped me out. So, yes.
It was funny. One time I was dating this guy, and he dared me to come get him at nighttime in dream time. I said, I'll come get you. So we were like on another planet when we were. At first, I pulled him to the. It was funny. I told him you could go through the wall. Well, in your dream, you can. And he got all flipped out, got stuck in the middle of the wall. I said, it's dream time. I said, you can go through the wall. You're okay. So we went traveling and stuff. And the next day, I called him and talked to him. He goes, well, that was wild.
Now, Michelle, it is crazy, and I didn't believe in it. I did, but I didn't. Right? I was on the fence, and this person talked about what Kelly Joe says, how you can learn how to do it, and it's not called remote viewing. This is called astral traveling.
Right.
And if this person did not call me immediately after I woke up, I would have said BS. But when she said, "What'd you think about that?" I was just like, I was like, what'd you do? I was playing dumb. She said, you know what happened.
Anyway. And then you can do it when you're not dreaming too. You can go visit somebody.
Wow. Amazing. Julianne, I've been dreaming that an entity was around me. I woke up and there was one in my room. I said, no. And it went away.
Well, yeah. Not good.
Wow.
We have a troller.
Yeah, I'm taking care of him right now as we're talking. It seems like I don't know. It's wild. It's every once in a while we get people like that. So yeah. Bye, troll.
You can do anything you need in a dream. Everybody's afraid that your silver string's going to break. You've got an infinite silver string. It's not going to bust. The only time it disconnects is when we die.
Little twisted. Kelly Joe, have you ever tried to talk to yourself in your dreams? I've been trying. What the hell are you saying?
I do.
And really?
Yeah, and I can lucid dream. I can go back to the part I left off.
Welcome, Shelby. Nice to see you on the show. How you doing there, darling? So, Scott says, Kelly, I've been trying to remote view for forever.
Well, practice with a friend. Have a friend be somewhere, pick a time, a place, and then try to pick up on what they're doing and then call
them. Y'all don't be practicing with me now. Don't get that idea. So, yes. Michelle says, I have a cleaning ghost.
Oh, I want one.
I couldn't say it without laughing. He keeps turning my row back at 3 a.m. It also opens the garage or garbage can lid when I need to put coffee grounds and eggshells in it. It also smells like toast sometimes. Toast? Smells like toast sometimes mode. Toast mode. I never heard of toast mode.
I don't know what. Ew.
Hey, Bobby and Lynn, welcome. What are you saying, Bobby? Sometimes what? Sometimes you can astral travel? Tell me about it. Tell us. A little twist says, I want one too. Eric says, Grizzly, I'm coming to see you later tonight. I've got crucifixes, holy water, anointments, all kinds of stuff. I'm prepared for you suckers.
It's not nice to do it uninvited.
So I was talking to somebody the other night, and they were talking about their loved ones that crossed. And so I gave them a little card reading, right? And they're like, can they really see me in bed? And I'm like, well, yeah. And they're like, really? Why are you asking me that for? Anyways.
But they're polite, But they can see you,
They can. Bobby Lynn Harris. Sometimes I feel like someone is touching me and no one's there, Kelly.
It feels like your grandma on your mom's side.
Happy birthday, Melinda Williams. Nice to see you. She turned 21 tonight. So
Well, happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday. Eric! Well, let me get that off the screen. Eric, shame on you. Unbelievable. Yes. I lost my train of thought. Happy birthday. Yes. Yes. Oh, Bobby Lynn says yes. Yeah. Interesting.
And it feels like an anniversary, so it can be a death day, a birthday. It can be theirs, yours, somebody else's. So something like that's coming up.
Julianne, Kelly Joe, I had a dream that two men came and took me out of my bed. Did that happen in real life too? But I don't remember what happened.
No, you were just dreaming it.
So
it might have been. It might have been aliens.
Well, I didn't say it. I didn't say it, Julianne. But I've actually seen people hypnotized and stuff pulled out. Now, not the ones where they go in and plant things in your head, right? For you to try to remember, actually pull things out that did happen, but they don't remember. That is scary.
Right. Scary. They use that for abduction cases and for even witnesses and stuff. It was very helpful.
Scotty M. Kelly Joe, I find pennies every day on the ground.
That's from your loved ones.
You remember that day you told me about the pennies I found and nobody knew? I was getting in the shower and there was pennies in my pockets. I'm like, I don't know. And these are my sweatpants shorts,
and
right?
You don't put pennies in your pockets.
No. So, yes. Barber, lately, I have been having disturbing dreams about my husband. Wow. He passed almost 7 years ago.
I feel like that's all your fears. It's like a pizza dream. And it has to do with guilt sometimes.
Yes, firm believer. Julianne says, Grizzly, I've had aliens around me. I believe in aliens. I believe in alien contacts. I believe in all that. Gene Hutton says, happy birthday, Melinda. But yes. And Julianne says, happy birthday, Melinda. Please remember Gene Hudson as a friendly reminder. Gary Spikes in our prayers. He's in the hospital, released overnight. Gene, did you find out what happened? If you could, just put it in the comments, because I had no idea until I came on the show.
Yes,
I haven't checked social media. I've been busy all day today, so with a lot of things.
What if you have a dream about pizza? You're hungry.
I'm trying to keep from laughing with Eric, because Eric's laughing right now. I'm looking at Rita. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Prayers are going out for Gary, absolutely.
Yes.
But hey, Sherry, sorry I missed your call earlier. I didn't know you called. But, it's interesting because people dream about things and they have meanings and they don't know the meanings. And sometimes I do believe in what's your belief about loved ones trying to tell you messages during your dreams.
Right. And they can. Because that's the only time they can get a hold of you, when you're dreaming.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody's wishing Melinda happy birthday, Val and Sherry. Absolutely, Melinda. Hopefully you're having a good time. Just don't be on CNN tonight. I just don't want to see you up there with Harris. Anyway, I should have said that. Yeah, but no, it does. A lot of people, you've been eating too much pepperoni, Eric. Hey, I tell you right now, I got a stuffed crust in the oven. Hey, Michelle, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Nice to have you there, Michelle. Michelle, we're talking about dreams tonight. You have any dreams you want to share and let Kelly Joe see what she can think about it?
And then sometimes you can have like a scary dream of something chasing you and stuff. And it isn't really a monster chasing you. It's problems that you need to deal with.
Absolutely. Welcome, Nilda. Nice to have you on the show. A round of applause there, dear. Hopefully you're doing well, Nilda. Yeah. We're talking about dreams, Michelle. Welcome to the show. If you have any dreams you want to share and get get them looked at by Kelly, and we're more than happy to share it.
Well, those are precognitive dreams.
All my dreams always come true, always. It's never, and I say that wholeheartedly, that when I dream, it always comes to pass, and it's scary. And when I talk to people, right, and I tell them, I had a dream, they're like, "Oh, good God, what was it about?" And I tell them, and they're like, I mean, I had one the other night 7 months ago. They're like, "Grizzly, you remember?" And I'm like, "No, I don't remember." When I talk to people, I can't retain all that. However, is that it came to fruition by every word that I spoke to her. And it was just like a book.
Wow.
And Michelle, if you're riding unicorns and pom-poms, we want to know about it. Yeah, welcome, Paula. Nice to have you. Happy birthday, Mona, she says. Bobby Lynn, I have crazy dreams like nothing makes sense. I'm walking around a lot, searching and looking for what? I don't know.
Well, you're looking for your purpose and looking for your direction.
Yes. Barber says, Kelly Joe, close to 5 years ago, I lost my ability to walk. I'm sorry, Barber. I hate to hear that. I'm finally able to walk with a walker, but I don't have any balance. From the very beginning in my dreams, I have been able to walk on my own. No wheelchair or walker in sight. I also am dancing in my dreams, Kelly.
Well, that's showing you that you can do that in your spirit. So that's letting you know that you have freedom in spirit and freedom of movement in spirit, whether you can move or not in real life.
Wow. Michelle says, Kelly Joe, I had one about going to New York, and then my aunt passed. I had to go up for a funeral.
Well, that was probably a prophetic dream.
Yeah, it sure was. Rebecca's in the studio. Let's give her some music here. And I guess she's got the tow truck on standby, ladies and gentlemen. Nilda, does everyone dream, even if they don't remember dreaming?
Yes. If you didn't dream, you'd be a nutcase.
Interesting. Hi, Rebecca. Congrats on the new grandson. Congratulations there. Yeah, you got to share some pictures. Rebecca says, Kelly Joe, I never had a dream come true. It's scary.
What?
I said it's scary.
Well, it is, but it isn't.
Yeah, but you're used to it. So, Bobby Lynn says, Kelly Joe, well, that makes sense. I know I'm here to help people. I do know this.
Yes, absolutely.
Val, Kelly Joe, I dreamed Hubs and I in the car, and then we're walking hand in hand, staying in a row that have passed, and we just hugging and then saying hello. Scared me when I woke up.
Why? It's a wonderful dream.
I think it's the unknowing why. It's going to happen, Barbara. You just put it out in the universe. Woot, woot. That is right, Ball Twisted. Put it out there. Shelby says, Kelly Joe. And if you don't know, that's my daughter, ladies and gentlemen. Do you believe that we dream every night, but just don't remember every dream?
Yes. Absolutely. It helps keep our mind okay.
Interesting. Michelle, she said her dream about her aunt was over and over for months.
Until it happened.
Wow. Gene Hudson, I dreamt I gave birth to a puppy. And the next day, I had to go help my son deliver a pup and save its life.
Well, that was prophetic.
Interesting. Rebecca says, thank you, Gene, for congratulations on her grandson. Eric says, yes, you have to enter into realm sleep.
The deeper part of sleep, yes.
Different types of sleeps and stages, yes. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. So here's the part about that little twisted, right? So if I dream about you tonight, do you want to know? You see where I'm getting at, right? Because then you wonder, out of all the dreams I've dreamt, is this one not going to come true? Or is this always going to be like that? I'm just saying, just makes you wonder. Let's see here. Everybody saying hello, Shelby. Michelle says, I have a dream that I'm in my apartment as a child. I'm hiding behind a recliner looking at old television, the kind that we don't have the remote for anymore.
Are you frightened, or are you just hiding and seeing what's going on? It feels like a memory.
Michelle says, Kelly Joe, what about dreams of the past? I always dream I'm back living with my parents.
Well, that was a good time for you. And what you're doing is you're drawing the experience of that. And it's like when you dream that you're at an apartment or house or whatever, what room are you in? That tells you where you're at in your life also. Like if you're in the kitchen, what do you need to feed your soul? What do you need to feed yourself? If you're in the living room, that means living. In the bathroom, you're getting rid of something.
I was going to laugh. Kelly, you made me laugh.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. It's cute. So Shelby says this for the audio listeners on Spotify, Google, and iHeartRadio. I wonder if it's true that when we are thinking about someone, are they also thinking about us?
Absolutely, dead or alive. Yep.
Michelle says, I have a sense of comfort like I've been here before, Julie. And she's not frightened.
Good.
Rebecca, I'm back in school in my dreams, Kelly Joe, and sometimes I'm teaching, but I'm late for class. Sometimes I can't find my classroom. I just lost my schedule.
That's a common dream. It's just too much on your plate.
Oh, I love to live with my parents again. A little twist it says. Julianne, go ahead.
You can in your dreams. Our loved ones can come and be with us in our dreams.
Julianne, I hate losing remote controls. That's why I have extras and devices on my phones, Bluetooth. But yes. Michelle says, Kelly Joe, living room. That makes so much sense.
Yeah, because, and also, like, if you're in an upstairs of a house, that means your spiritualness. You know.
Interesting. Michelle says, Gene, I do believe that. Michelle is saying. So, and this is where it comes into what is reality, what is people that's crossed over, what is your subconscious trying to have you remember in life. I mean,
what are you
there's
trying to work out? I'm sorry,
yeah,
didn't mean to interrupt.
no, you're fine. And exactly what was getting ready to come out, and it's the truth. And you got to stop and think about things. Things are being shown to you for a reason. Things are being dreamt for a reason. It may not be understandable at the moment why or make sense, but yes, absolutely. Eric says, Kelly Joe, sometimes my dreams are so lucid that I don't even know it's reality or dreaming.
Oh, yeah, I have that a lot.
You know, it's funny with two people in the same room with the same name says hello to each other. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
Michelle. But anyway, it's cute. Yeah. Shelby says, I do truly believe that everything happens for a reason. Yeah, I'm a firm believer in that. I'm a firm believer in that. Gene Hudson says, Kelly Joe, I've been told over and over, if you fall off something in your dreams, you don't wake up before you hit whatever, you will die. Is that false, right?
I've heard of that. If you hit the ground, that you could die. I don't know if it's true or not. I haven't experienced that yet.
Well, let me tell you something. When I got shot or stabbed, it was real. So I don't know, but I woke up with pain and thought it actually happened. Little Twisted said, nothing's a coincidence. All right. So I'm trying to understand Michelle here, and she's smiling. She says, what about dreams that you're dreaming?
That's a dream within a dream. Yes. It's lucid dreaming. You know you're dreaming. And you could switch up the dream and go back to the dream. Yes.
Kelly, can you control your dreams?
Yeah.
I can't. I've tried.
Now, if I'm having a prophetic dream, no. The prophetic dream goes on and it shows me the prophetic things that are going to occur.
All right. That's just a shadow. I was like, what is something on my hand? Yeah. A lot of people say they can control their dream. They can drive. They can turn the car around. Well, if you can, more power to you. John says, Kelly, I was trying to sleep, not a dream. All of a sudden, I was in a thick green foliage and told it to get out of my head. And I'm trying to sleep, and it zoomed out and it was gone.
That was another kind of entity. Good thing you told it to leave.
We do have elementals, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we do.
I'm just saying. A little Twisted, your spirit goes in another realm and dreams.
Yes.
And Michelle says, I'm going to have to try it. Yeah, I mean, if you can drive. But yeah, I mean, try it out.
Yeah, and transportation. You know, what kind of transportation do you have? A car, a horse?
Interesting. Eric says, I've dreamed in a dream once. So you dreamt. You dreamt. All right, Rebecca. Rebecca says, I used to dream I was in a huge rocking chair and I fell off. But I never landed, always starting myself awake.
Sometimes when you're astral traveling, you'll come in your body too hard. That hurts. When you re-enter your body.
Well, God, look at this one, Catherine. Welcome to the show. Round of applause, Catherine. She says, hello. I have a foal hanging like a towel on my fence in my dream that was. What in the world?
Wow, that's scary dream.
I
For the little foal.
Kelly's like the poor little foal.
Yeah. I know. I think that's a fear that something might happen to your horses. You know, but it's getting hung up in life. So don't get hung up on life because the foal is hung up on.
She said, no, it was fine. The foal was fine.
Oh, it was fine. Okay, good.
What is it saying?
Anyway.
But foals they jump around. They're new. The horses that bring prayers to God. So that might be one of your totems.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Val says, Kelly, Joe, and Grizzly, I love this so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
A little Twisted. Why are you ratting on me on live on the air, a little Twisted? Don't get put over like Grizzly, Michelle. Anyway, Michelle, it's like I'm dreaming and I can feel someone in the room, but it's a dream. It's crazy.
Well, I think that you're dreaming, but you also have a spirit in the room with you. So say a prayer.
Do you see what I see?
Standing in the corner.
Welcome, Kathleen Michael, to the show. Welcome. A round of applause for you. Nice to have you there. Kelly Joe, she's saying hello to you.
Hello.
But yeah, it's amazing, right? Grizz is dreaming of a stuffed crust in the oven. I'm not dreaming. I could smell it.
I know we're talking about food again.
I know, right? So
we always talk about food on my show.
So somebody's going to be like really Grizzly and like, I ate a fish sandwich today. Yeah. Somebody just said, I ate fish. Anyways, welcome, Kathleen, again. But yeah. I didn't know. I lost track of time today. I've been so busy, Kelly Joe, and But anyways, Kelly Joe helped me so much after my neighbor went into the pond. I couldn't get him out. That really helped me not feel guilty about not being able to save him.
Ah,
So Kathleen, that it's very interesting that you bring that up because a lot of people cannot do what you just said, right? They have a lot of resentment and remorse. Things happen in life that are beyond your control and beyond your actions. And when it is somebody's time, no matter what you can and cannot do, it will not change the outcome. And we have to understand that. So,
absolutely.
Kelly Joe, can you see the antique that you saw? Oh, I don't remember that one. Must have been a while back.
I don't.
It's hard to remember, Joanne. It is. I
Right. You guys have done so
really
many things, and I do readings, and it's like, if I remembered everything I did, I would have cluster brain.
So, why is it? All right. So you've done this all your life, right?
Right.
And I smelled burnt pizza. So why is it that when we do readings, after we say it, it's gone. We don't retain it.
Right. Well, it's because our brain would fill up with everybody that we do.
A little twisted. I've seen a lot of things in my life, and a lot of things people shouldn't see. And it's just some things you have to come to terms with and understand. Kathleen, people like you and Kelly Joe and God and the spiritual community help me. Well, Kathleen, if it wasn't for Kelly Joe, I would have never stepped out of my comfort zone. She actually, I give her a lot of credit. She pushed me and talked to me and actually coached me and told me what I needed to do and embrace it. And it took me a long time to understand that. It wasn't something easy for me to cross that bridge, but I'm good. And I'm fortunate that I've got good people like Kelly Joe within our family that has the abilities all their life that I can actually go to and entrust my feelings and my experiences to understand that, people are not going crazy. But anyways.
You're welcome.
Yes. Hello, Nolan. Welcome to the show. My name is Rose, and I'm here for the first time. Well, welcome, Rose.
Hello.
Nice to have you. We were talking about dreams, or if you have anything going around in your house, maybe you want to ask Kelly Joe who it is. Just ask away. Nice to have you. I'll give you a round of applause there. Homemade street taco. We going to tacos. I had tacos the other day, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't gonna lie, and they were good. Tomorrow I'm making homemade chili.
Yum.
Gene says, Kelly Joe, I agree with you because it isn't our business to hold on to. It just makes me wonder because I've got a pretty good memory and I had to testify, right? And especially with reports. But when it comes to readings and stuff, it's like 3 readings ago, I couldn't tell you what I said. I have no idea. And people will be like, hey, let's talk about your reading or let's talk about the cards. And I'm like, I have no idea.
Well, I can remember flavors of sometimes of people I've done, like if I have regular clients, but I'm not going to remember exactly what I told you or anything. I'm known as the mean old reader. I make them take notes.
You're right. Kathleen says, I'm good friends with a psychic and somewhat aware how difficult it can be and the price it comes with. It's my first thing was, why me? And, why are you putting this on my shoulders? I had a rough time with it. And I still kind of do, but yes.
Well, when I was real young, I used to get really upset. They'd show me like a natural disaster. And it's like, well, what are you showing that to me for when I can't do anything about it? I said I can say prayers, but gee.
Hey, Sonia.
Really?
Welcome to the show, Sonia. Nice to have you there. Yeah. My name is Rose, and you guys talk about dynamic. So we talk about higher vibrational stuff. Now, if you think you have something you want to ask that's different, we don't harp on it. I'd rather speak about the light, nothing but the light and through the light. So,
Yep.
what about you?
Me too. Say a prayer, send it too late, too late. Enough of that, hoo-her.
Kelly and her, she cracks me up. I actually want to go to the hospital with her because I can see her running around. Like, come on, everybody, let's go.
No,
Get her
we'll have to do that sometime. Really, really, in real life.
Yeah. So Val says, Rebecca, I went to a wedding Saturday. Food was delicious and had chicken as one of the buffet choices. One of the buffet choices. Interesting. Let's see here. Sherry says, Kelly Joe, my friend Tracy's husband passed away 21 and a half months ago and wants to know if he's okay. She had a dream about it and couldn't remember it.
2.5 months, I think.
2.5 months. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he's totally fine. And he wanted to come to you to say goodbye and give you closure.
Sonia says, Kelly Joe, the universe has been very clear in its message lately.
Absolutely.
And there goes did somebody say buffet?
I think everybody's hungry.
My name is Rose, and I forgot to ask what your name's. So if I click off this, everybody knows me as Grizzly, but my name's Chris. And this is Kelly Joe.
Hi.
So, and Kelly Joe's information is at the bottom of the screen. So make sure, reach out to her. You know, I mean, we talk to her, you know, once a week about, you know, stuff as we come and go. But to really experience a real true reading, you got to spend time with them. A lot of strange energy it has been. So, Kathleen, let me tell you something. I've heard it all.
Well,
but,
Mercury's in retrograde right now, so
yeah.
So
Kelly Joe's contact info is kellyjoe1009@gmail.com, www.kellyjoepsychic.com, 561-333-5367 for our audio listeners that are tuning in. So, Kelly Joe, are you from Florida?
Yes, I am in Florida.
Interesting.
Where are you, Michelle?
Give her a second. I know you're just messing with me, Kathleen. It's great. Oh, you're welcome, a little twisted. So we'll figure out if you got any ideas for next week's show. Kelly, you want a guest or what do you want?
Whatever you want to do. I could talk about haunted houses next week or have a guest. I love interviewing people.
All right, I'll find somebody. Absolutely. Michelle,
she's in Florida.
Yeah, Michelle, can you give a ballpark where you're at in Florida? Kelly, where are you at in Florida?
I'm in Royal Palm Beach on the East Coast.
Sonia says, she says, I recognize the area code. Sonia says, Kelly Joe, if I may ask, please, both my parents have passed. My father has visited in dreams, but my mother never has. Do you pick up anything about that?
Well, she's been busy, but I feel like you're going to get a dream from her, and she's with your grandmother.
Yes, and Michelle says, Kelly Joe, I'm in Delray Beach.
Oh, okay. You're very close. You're only 45 minutes away from me.
Interesting. Nice to hear that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in tonight, and make sure and reach out to Kelly Joe. Tomorrow we got a lineup, so make sure and tune in for that. And from coast to coast around the world, everybody, Godspeed. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.